Hey guys, it's Escor from MBTcraft here, and today I'm going to show you an update to the Weeping Angels map, or the Weeping Angel mechanics that I made a little while ago. And yeah, I have added the blinking mechanics. So as you can see, the item that appears down here is called Blink, and now if I toss this, I can blink automatically, manually, but I will also blink automatically after a short period of time. So these monsters will follow me. Now there is a second player, and okay, I'm not quite sure if I can time this right. Ouch, 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 ouch. So there is the second player, and so one of those players has to has to have his eyes open all the time, otherwise the monsters will be able to attack. So as you can see, the other player will blink automatically, and I've just timed it perfect, so that that oh my god, so that the blinking that we're not blinking at the same time, and the monsters will not be able to attack. Also, if I look away, if I look into this direction, and the other character is blinking, the monsters will be able to. Oh no. Okay, it's very hard to to control two characters and and also talk to you guys on YouTube. But you can see that this works pretty well. Now I have no blindness effect anymore, so you can tell how this works. This gives you the night vision effect, which causes the circle around you, and if I toss this, you will see it will disappear, and I also will be able to blink. And yeah, so you have to give a player the blindness effect. So for example, like this, and yeah, now I'm pretty blind. I can see if I have the night vision effect, but if I blink, it will be taken from me, and it will. You can still see, but it was hard to find a way to do this, and I made a Reddit post for this, for on-screen effects like like blood stains that you can add for map makers on the corners of the screen, or getting hurt, blinking, getting drunk, maybe for predators, so you have a green vision overlay for hunting prey games. And yeah, so this could maybe be like this. I've added some commands that I suggested, so I will post this into the description, the Reddit post, because unfortunately these kind of posts will get lost somehow with about 20 likes or 20 upvotes, because it's more for map makers and not for players. And yeah, some like, oh, we need more colored buttons, will get 400 upvotes. And this is kind of sad, because it would be really cool to have a fully black screen to make this effect look better. Yeah, but let's move on to how this works. So this is all to it, and also I forgot that I have my brightness settings on moody, so it looks better and not on very bright. You can change this in the video settings, and yeah, let's get started. So first there's a hopper clock, which has its transfer cooldown set to 1 on both sides, so it's faster than a normal clock. And also it will set the scoreboard score of selfBlink to 1 for every player. And then it will, this is the first command block, so I will go through every command block so you can build this. And this one over here will give players who have a self-blink, so if they blink manually, of 1 and the blink duration is 0, so they are not currently blinking. We'll set it to 16 and 0, 0, so it will be taken from them, the night vision effect. This is the night vision effect. This command block over here will affect players with the score of autoBlink and the blink duration of 0, so they are currently blinking automatically. So the 16, 0, 0, so that it will be taken from them, the night vision effect, because with the night vision effect they will be able to see, and without it they will not be able to see. So this is when they are blinking. And this one over here will affect players with a blink duration of 5 seconds, 5 ticks, and maximum value of 5 ticks, so exactly 5 ticks, with the night vision effect, so they are able to see again after 5 ticks. So one blink has a duration of 5 ticks. This command block over here will give the player with the blink duration of 5 ticks the Minecraft Ender Eye with the display name of blink, so this item over here. And the next one will set for every player with the blink duration minimum value of 5 auto blink to 0, so it should not be possible to auto blink and manually blink at the same time, so the duration will be longer. It should always be the same time, doesn't matter if you auto blink or manually blink, because always also your item will be taken from you. So I'm not quite sure, did we make this? I will do this again. This one here with a blink duration of minimum value of 5 will set auto blink to 0, and this over here will set self blink to 0. This one, if the player last blinked, a minimum value is 25, so it's 25 seconds you have not blinked, and it will set your auto blink value to 1, and it will clear if your minimum value of last blinked and your last blinked maximum score value is 25, so exactly 25 for last blinked, it will clear the Ender Eye out of your inventory. So every time you blink you will lose your Ender Eye if you do this automatically, because this is obviously if you're not blinked for a very long time, it will happen automatically and clear inventory, because if you toss it, it's gone anyway. And how this disappears, I will show you later, because I made a video for this, how to kill a specific item without killing the other items that are somewhere on the ground. This one over here sets the self-blink. If the self-blink score a minimum value is 1, sets blinking to 1. And this one over here, if auto blink minimum value is 1, sets blinking also to 1. So because these command blocks over here don't use self blink or auto blink, they use blinking, and blinking is set either through auto blink or self blinking. So I'll combine two scoreboard values into one. And this command block over here, if the self blink value maximum value of 0 and the auto blink maximum value of 0, it will set blinking to 0. And this one will add for players who have a score of blinking a maximum value of 0, so they are not currently blinking, will add last blinked 1. So this will increase the last blink, so this is the timer, how long it has been since the player has blinked the last time. And this one will add, if a player is currently blinking, a 1 to the blink duration. So because these command blocks over there only work at a specific blinking time, so they reset at 5 ticks, as you have seen before. So I need two timers, one for when has the player blinked the last time and how long has he been blinking. And this one over here sets the last blink for everyone who is blinking to 0, because so this will not increase anymore, the last blinked, because he's currently blinking. And this one over here, if you're not blinking, it will set your blink duration to 0. So blink duration and last blink are kind of similar, but one is for if your eyes are open and one is if your eyes are closed. Yeah, and then also on the slower clock, because this over here is a set block clock, I will show to you and when I reactivate this contraption. And this is like in the first video, you should probably watch this, because there has not really been a change to this, because it's still the facing value, so you can tell in which direction a player is looking. So this is the same as in the first video of Weeping Angels on the NBDcraft channel, which checks for the rotation of the player and the direction he's been looking in to tell if he's looking at a specific mob. And this one over here had a little change, because this is the fast clock. As you can see, this sets the command block over here and replaces this with a redstone block. So if I walk over here, you'll see that the clock is running very fast. And yeah, I deactivated it, so I'm not always getting this vision effect, which kind of annoys during making this video. And so yeah, first of all, this sets the facing value to 0, because due to recent changes, as I told you in another video of mine, the default value of a newly created objective is not 0 anymore. Yeah, well, kinda 0, but not really 0 anymore. Also, it adds new objective. This one is called is seen. So I'm going to show you this again, so you know where I am if you try to rebuild this. So this objective is called add is seen dummy, add blinking dummy, and add autoBlink dummy. And up here is the remove one, which I... oh no, it's correct. Okay. So if I flick this lever over here, you will see that the torch turns off, so this turns on. And if I flick it again, so it will be removed automatically every time you turn off the lever, and add it if you turn it on. So the next one will set the blinking to 0, because default value. This one will add last blink dummy and a self-blink dummy. This one is clear, okay. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why I did this, but still works, because I need a block over here to power these two. So this removes last blink and this adds a self-blink. Then there's the blink duration dummy, and last blink will be set to 0, because the default value again, and here blink duration will be removed, and here blink duration added. And this will set blink duration to 0, auto blink to 0, and self blink to 0. So the changes to these command blocks over here are simply that now, to the execute command for the players with the facing value into one direction, in the previous video, it was not the scoreboard objective at first. So if I go through this step by step, this is the execute command, which executes a command at a player or at every player with a score facing value minimum of 1 and maximum of 1, so exactly 1, and a score blinking of 0. So if a player is not blinking and looking into a specific direction, then the entities in a specific area, which is relative to the player, -2 in x and -2 in z coordinates, where it sets the scoreboard. Previously it was not the scoreboard, it was the effect command to effect the zombies with slowness. But now now you can give entities a scoreboard objective value. So I use this to give the zombies in a specific area with the relative coordinates of -2, -2. This makes a rectangle on this relative coordinates to the player and sets the is seen scoreboard value to 1. So now this is for every direction I'm facing, I'm looking at, and down here so if I'm looking into this direction, this kind of makes lines like, so if I'm standing right here and looking into this direction, this kind of makes lines like this somehow, and this is exactly the angle you can see when you're looking into this direction, with the blindness effect activated on you. So one line is one command block, because obviously this is not a rectangle, so I had to do every line separately. And yeah, so this is all to these command blocks. This is for because these are longer, because this is not the main directions, but the directions between the main directions, like this, which take more command blocks because they are diagonally. So these command blocks on a fast clock are new too, and some over there were removed. So this one over here, yeah, effects all entities who have a score of is seen of exactly 1, with slowness for 1 second, and a strength of 7, so they cannot move. So they're not only slowed, but cannot move at all. This one over here affects every entity with is seen value of 0, so they are not seen anymore, with the same effect but 0, 0, so it removes the effect. And this one over here gives a speed effect to all zombies who are not currently seen. So it gets a little bit more tricky. I will sure do some changes so you can't knock back zombies. Like I have a spawner somewhere over here. No, do I have a spawner? Hello, spawner? Yeah, this is the spawner. So these, oh no, this is the okay, this is the execute command. Let me see. Okay, I still kind of fucked up. But yeah, there's you can give zombies a knockback resistance. That should be here somewhere. There. So you can't knock back the zombies anymore, and they're a little bit more deadly, and also will deal more damage. I will give another effect to them, which kind of makes them more creepy, and you have to do your blinking, because you might say that if you time it one time correctly, you will not, well, actually maybe, I'm not quite sure if you will never meet again with your blinkings, but I think they will, so if I'm now blinking, which I can't because the contraption is not turned on, and the other player is now blinking. I'm not quite sure if we will always blink at the same time, because I think one player will have the effect one tick earlier than the other player, maybe with the add a command, due to programming languages. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if it will always. So if one player blinks now and the other in 12 seconds, because one autoblink takes at ticks, because one autoblink takes 25 ticks. I'm not quite sure if the players will have the blinks always if only if the other player is currently looking. So I'm not quite sure if you can blink and then the other player blinks 12 ticks later, and no zombie will ever attack you if you're looking at them, because one player will always have his eyes open, or if it somehow will synchronize and overlap after a while, and you have to set it up again so you blink not at the same time. I'm not quite sure if this was clear what I was saying, but let's move on to the last command blocks. This one over here, also on the super fast clock. This one will set the scoreboard value of players with the self-blink minimum value of 1 to 0 if they have this specific item called blink in their inventory. So if you have this in your inventory, you're not currently self-blinking anymore, manually blinking, and therefore the score will be set to 0. This one over here is killing the items. I made a video a while ago because you can now give the scoreboard value to entities, and this gives scoreboard value to items with the display name blink. So only the items with the display name blink will get the kill item scoreboard set to 1, and therefore only this item will be killed. And yeah, I think that's about it. This should be clear, I think, I hope. If you have any questions, leave comments below, subscribe. I will copy these commands into the description, and have fun copying, have fun playing.